Hi, Ellie here from the Dark Imp, helping parents reclaim family time by playing board games together. It's a pretty exciting time for us right now because our first ever campaign is live on Kickstarter now. Right now, you can back the Cracker Games on Kickstarter. So this is a giant cracker. Woo! And inside the cracker, there are all sorts of things, it says on the box, and I'm going to show you now. So inside it's one giant cracker, but there's 6 games inside. The games all use the same components, but they all work in different ways. So let me show you what's in the box. So there's this little cloth bag. And inside the cloth bag, you can see, look, oh, they're all falling everywhere. There are some wooden imps. Of course, they're in every Dark Imp game. And there's lots and lots of wooden cubes. So there's no plastic at all. Even the bag, obviously, is not plastic. Pop them back. And then we also have a deck of cards. So if we just unsleeve these, you can see they're in a little paper belly band. So they haven't got plastic on them either. Let's just quickly oh, come on. Can't get them out sleeve. Right, in here we've got, well, first of all, we've got 6 different joke cards. What do you call an imp that's being rushed to hospital? I won't spoil it. You make your own up. And on the back of the jokes are puzzles. So each one has got a sort of odd one out puzzle that you can do. And there might be a little thing where they all combine. Have a look at that. Then there's a deck here of 36 different cards. And on each of the cards, there's an imp. They're in different colours. Here are the yellow ones, see? And then we've got the green ones. And different numbers, different backgrounds. So, yeah, there's 36 with all the different combinations. Not all the different combinations. You'd need more than 36 for all the different combinations. And so that's a deck of cards. And then we've got these lovely little component screens. So there's 6 of these. They sit up, they just sort of sit up on the table and you can hide your components behind them. One of the games requires them and a different game uses them in a different way to mark positions on the table. And then I said there's 6 different games and there's 6 different rule sheets. And again, they're in this little paper band. And each rule sheet, so here you go, here are the 6 different ones. And each rule sheet has, is just a small sheet of paper. They're really quick to learn, these games. There's a complexity rating between 1 and 3, but even the most complex, I mean, you can see it's not a complex game. There's a link to the how to play video, and then there's the rules of the game. So there are 6 games. They are all designed for family play, and that's really important. And they're designed to be played at Christmas. But of course you can play them whenever you want. But really the idea was that they could replace, you know, if you're fed up with Christmas crackers and all the rubbish that you end up with over the table and all the mess and all the waste and those little plastic things that last about 20 seconds and then you're thinking, oh, it's a bit disappointing. It was a bit of an anticlimax. If you're fed up with that and you want a slightly more fulfilling Christmas experience, then you really need to get your hands on one of these crackers because you have one cracker for the whole table. This is a twist end box. So, okay, there's no snap. That's the only thing really that you're going to miss from your cracker, possibly. So it's a twist end box, which means you can use it over and over again. Everything packs in. It's quite a small, compact space. Everything packs in there. And you've got 6 games that you can play over and over and over again. This is a reusable, replayable experience. The games use hobby board game mechanics, but in a really light and accessible way. So if you're a hobby board gamer and you desperately want your family to play some more interesting games this Christmas, this is a good stepping stone to be doing that. So it's really quick to get these games to the table and get everyone around the table playing. They are designed for multi-generational play. They are true family games. Each game, each of the 6 games is short. So, you know, you'll be playing and it'll probably last 5-10 minutes, maybe 15, some of them. But, you know, you can have multiple games in quick succession. And because they don't take very long to learn, a few minutes to learn, a few minutes to teach, everybody's going to be playing really quickly. So there's 6 different games in the Cracker Box. They all use the same components, but in different ways with different mechanics. So for example, there's a game called Impetuous, which is a speed game where you're just using the cards and you're flipping them and you're trying to spot matches across the table really quickly. There's Imprudent, which is a matching game, but you're also kind of trying to balance when you take cards, when you play cards, and you have limited resources, so you have to manage that quite carefully. Impassive is a point manipulation game. So you've got a couple of scoring cards, a couple of cards in hand, and you're trying to manipulate the value of different imps and swapping their positions so that they score different amounts at the end of the game to make your scoring cards, which you can also swap, as valuable as possible. And Impatient is a racing game where you have a certain imp that you want to win the race and nobody else knows what your imp is, and you're trying to make sure your imp wins without other people knowing which is your imp. So yeah, the Cracker games are a really good family choice for this Christmas. Get a set for your family. Of course, if you've got a larger group, so these play from 2 to 6 players. 4 of the games play 2 to 6 and 2 of the games play 4 to 6. If you've got bigger groups than that, presuming you're allowed them this Christmas, then get a couple of crackers, play different games down different ends of the table, or pool the resources. For a couple of the games you can pool the resources and have bigger games. So this is also a really great gift for a family that you know, so that they can play at Christmas. Keep it on your game shelf or keep it with your Christmas things and bring it out as part of your Christmas tradition every year. So it's live on Kickstarter now. Get your copy or copies. There's also some interesting extras for people who want to pledge a little bit more, some stocking fillers, some other things. So do have a look at that. And if we reach our target, our stretch goal target, we're going to create a little board game design challenge booklet to help you design games using the components that are in the Cracker as a family. So there'll be lots of tasks that you can do. And that will come with the crackers. So the Dark Imp Cracker games, this is the Imp box, live on Kickstarter now. You want to go to the Dark Imp Cracker games.